guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tolu. I film about faith, marriage, lifestyle from Lagos, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about submission. Okay, pause. Before I go into that, if you're wondering about my hair, it is from Unice hair, and I did a whole video on that like maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. I'm going to link it below. I'm also going to link all the details about their website, the online store, and all the good stuff below. The hair is actually very nice. All I actually do to this hair is I pick my tail comb, I wear it, comb the bangs, and comb the hair itself like this, and I'm good to go. Like, it is easy peasy. Anyway, so yeah, check them out. Back to today's topic. I got a DM from somebody and she spoke about submission in dating. Let me quickly read it out to you guys, and I'm going to put it on the screen. She says, "Hey Tolu, I'm a little embarrassed to send this message again." Oh, okay, that's because she had sent me a message about some things before, and then she goes, "I'm sure you get lots of messages and you're not Jesus." So you can't answer all the questions. I didn't even see this part earlier. My God will bless you. But I mean, they're always welcome. I just answer as much as I can. I don't beat myself up if I can't. It says, "I am just looking for some advice on godly relationships. Should there be submission in dating? And how much should one submit in dating or in marriage before they appear as weak?" So this is in 2 parts, and I'm going to be talking about the first part, which is in dating. Now, since you are set in godly relationships, I'm actually just going to make this video about submission in godly relationships. I'm not going to talk about like world people or how your friends and co are running their relationships. I want to limit it to a godly point of view. The Bible commands us to love one another, and that's why the Bible says that this is the commandment that supersedes every other commandment. Because I feel like, forget relationships or dating, even if you love somebody that is your friend or stuff, it's easy to respect them, and that's why I'm taking this to. So I feel like in a dating relationship, submission is not really the word you're looking for. It should be respect, mutual respect. But guess what happens when there is mutual respect? There is mutual submission. You know, people always quote, "Oh, wife submits to your husband," which is good, but the scripture in the Bible also says submitting one to another, and that is what I run my marriage with. That's what we run our marriage with. You know, nobody is superior to another person, and that's the kind of vibe that you want to actually, you know, start your relationship with. I'm not talking about the extreme end. You know, wisdom is profitable to direct at the end of the day. Yes, you want to have mutual respect for this person, but submission in the sense of it, especially as it relates to our culture. Let me just put it, because even though we go by the word of God, we are also not oblivious to what our culture says. I'm not going to go into how African men and women treat submission, because sometimes it can be a bit not godly. Like, it's cool, there's nothing wrong with it. If you're a man and you want your wife to do this, do that, do this, and you guys agree with it, it's fine. The other day I was having a conversation with somebody in my office, and she goes, "Oh, her husband doesn't like to eat leftover food, so it has to be fresh, it has to be this." And I'm like, fam, if it's working for you, it's great. There is no one size fits all for marriage at the end of the day, you know. So you also have to look at you people's timelines, your schedules. Does it fit in? And all I said that day is, as long as one person is not feeling used, then it's fine. Just do you, boo boo. But if you're doing it and you feel like, so take case in point now, a Nigerian home, the man is forming the head of the family, is submit to me, but say he's jobless, and the wife is the one that goes out all day to work, comes back, and you're still expecting not to eat fresh food, she will feel used and torn. Like, where is even the love in that kind of scenario? Because how do you look at somebody you claim to love, go out, come back, and then you're still expecting her to come and do fresh stew for you every day? You know, but I mean, like I said to her, it's great if it's working for you guys. If you don't have a problem doing, I know people that even take joy. When I first got married, especially, I used to love to cook for my husband. Not every day, won't buy fresh food, it's not that type. But like, I just used to enjoy, maybe because I kind of enjoy like trying out new things in the kitchen. So especially when I first got married, to be honest, I used to enjoy the fact that he's going to taste this coconut rice that I just learned. He's going to taste it today. I was spoiling with food. Now serve it with that moi moi bowl, turn it will be like Chinese. I'll put moi moi, put fish, put what's it called, design the plantain with love. I need to do better in this 2020, Anyway, like, that was fine, and that was the season I was in. I didn't have a 9 to 5, even though I was running an online business. I had not started YouTube, so I had the time. It is wisdom and the love I have for my husband and the respect I have for him that will make me take out time, say, okay, today I'm not going to the store, I'm going to stay at home and cater to my man. I'm going to stay at home and make his favorite meal today. It's just that it's not as often as before, and because he's such a good man, he does not now put that kind of pressure and expectation on me, because he's such a godly man, actually, as it should be. So my point is, I deviated a bit, sorry. My point is, respect at the end of the day is what you want to establish in a relationship, in a dating relationship. If you start to look at it as submission, then where's the thin line? Where do you draw the line? Because our culture doesn't help. I don't want you to be thinking, I have to submit to this man, and then you now start to do things that, number one, you're not supposed to do as a girlfriend. Because you say you want to submit to him, you now say, come, let's have sex. You have sex. You want to submit to him, come to my house, be cooking for me. You not be cooking for him. Come, even if it's not comfortable. I mean, let me talk a bit about my own experience. There was somebody I was dating one time, and it was obvious that submission meant a lot to him. Like, pastor is preaching in church about, the normal scripture of why submit to your husband, and he would tap me, are you hearing? In my mind, I'm like, you don't shele. Sorry. Like, in my mind, I'm like, fam, I can hear, but can you hear? Do you get? I won't say that to him, obviously, because like I said, respect is very important, and I am happy the relationship ended. I'd wanted to end it long enough. I did not have the lever, I did not have the strength, and obviously when you're working in God's will, things will align. That's how Oga came one day and said, you know what, I'm done. Okay, so another scenario was, there was a day we were supposed to meet up somewhere in a supermarket. Actually, we were supposed to go grocery shopping together. So I'd gotten there, we agreed for I think 10 a.m. and I had gotten there at maybe like 5 minutes to 10, because I knew how he was with lateness. He used to be very edgy and like, why are you late, and things like that. So I got there 5 minutes to 10. In fact, thinking about it, I think I used to fear this man, and that's bad, because only God you should be fearing. And then you now start to like have agitation when you're going to meet your partner. How is that a safe place for you? Anyway, so I got to that place, and then I waited. I was now calling. I was calling. The first time I called, the picked. He's like, okay, I'm on my way. 11 o'clock met me here. 11:30, I called again. And that's like, I didn't even want to be calling again, because he could now snap at me. He wasn't beating me. He wasn't asking me for sex. It was just his vibes. They were just not right. So anyway, that day, 11:30, I now called him. How far now? So I'm close. You'll see me now. And then he just got down. What's up? How are you? Give me a hug. No apology. No, this is no excuse. Nothing. And then we just started shopping. And that day I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? Things like that. Those kind of vibes made me know that this one is a typical African man that will say, this woman cannot talk to me, you cannot reason with me, what I say is final, and things like that. And I wasn't about to live that kind of life. So even before he broke up with me, I was actually already like giving him signs of like I'm done and out of here, before he now got to ginger and broke it off because he was seeing somebody else apparently. Anyway, my point is, look out for signs like that, because even if a man is God-fearing in quotes, but still has those character flaws, or is thinking is still very warped in senses like that, then it can affect your relationship and your marriage with that person. That was something I wasn't going to settle for at the end of it, and I'm so happy God brought me out, because it was kind of a relationship that I'd seen the signs, I knew it wasn't right for me, but for some reason I just was stuck. I didn't know how to exit it. So when he did, I was happy, and I knew that was God that saved me eternally. So yeah, it's just, I just had to share that bit of my experience. I think that's the only person I have dated that came off as, I'm your boss, I'm the man. That when the person starts to do I'm the man, trust me, you want to be careful. Obviously you're the man now, it's not obvious. Why are you not even making it feel like I have to now worship the ground you walk on because you're the man? Those are the kind of vibes I was getting for that person, and I'm happy he ended the way he did. So yeah, You know, the actual sense of it, when God says you should submit one to another, it means none is superior. That's what I said earlier. But when people think of submission in this part of the world, they're thinking of, oh, this is the man, this is the woman. No matter the 9 to 5 anyone has, no matter what, the male gender, the husband is superior to the wife. And this is what I also want to point out from your message, because you're like, does it show weakness? No, submission does not show weakness. I'm submissive to my husband in that I reference him. I'm submissive to my husband as, you know, it says, just as the church submits to God, in reverence to him, in, you know, total submission. But that is not an opportunity for you to abuse me. You see how it's so deep. You see how, yes, the church is submitting to God, to Jesus, but you see how Jesus is loving his church. So it's not out of a place, that's what I'm looking for. It's not out of a place of forcefulness. Oh, you have to submit to me. It's not out of a place of I'm showing you superior strength. It's out of a place of give and take. And that's what makes it very effortless and seamless. So I think that's the best way for people to view the submission thing. The truth is, dating relationship leads to courtship, that leads to marriage, right? So obviously you also want to put that at the back of your mind. Boyfriends become husbands, so you don't want to feel like, and I hear a lot of single people say this, oh, I'm never going to cook for a man. No way. Like, God, if he's comfortable for you, cook for him. That's your husband tomorrow. And that is somebody that you've seen is a godly man. No, I'm not saying, like, if you feel like somebody is a frog, if he hasn't asked you out, if you feel like he's randy, if you feel like he's unstable, if you feel a double-minded man is unstable, he's not this way, if you feel like he's not the person for you, then obviously wisdom is knowing not to go to his house and be doing wifely duties. You'll be staring amala for his mother. Girl, his mother will even call you Yawowa, and guess what? Nothing for you. Excuse me. So for me, I just feel like if you are sure, like, you guys have mutual respect for each other, you know, it's a godly relationship. Even if you guys are not perfect, there is no perfect relationship, there is no perfect marriage, you know. But the fact that you guys have self-respect, you're operating in the love of Christ and all that good stuff, I don't see anything wrong in it to say, okay, let's meet at your house, I'm going to cook for you. And fam, guess what? If you're going to do laundry, I could do it for you. Even if it's hand washing you're doing, if it's comfortable for you, then why not? And at the end of the day, if it's not always if it is comfortable for you, if it is not making you feel like, if it's not coerced, that's what I was looking for. If it's not forceful, yes, you will compromise, even if it's not comfortable for you. You know, love is sacrifice. You can make the sacrifice, go out of your way. That's the word. Go out of your way to please this person. As long as it is not coerced, as long as it is reciprocated often, and as long as it's in love, then I don't see any big deal in, oh no, I can cook for him. If he's not my husband, I can wash his clothes. Sorry, but I mean, what are your thoughts? You guys should put it down below. I just see a lot of that these days, and I'm like, okay, she got king girlfriend, you're gonna see, you're gonna know. But I mean, at the end of the day, these are all chores, right? So people are just flexing, and all these chores are nothing to them. But submission also does not only have to do with chores. Submission also has to do with decision making, like the choice of school for your children, location for you guys to live, the type of house for you guys to live. Can you afford it? Can you afford it? Things like that. It's not only in house chores. Submission also has to do with coherence of mind, like unism and things like that. It's not a case of, oh, I am the superior, I make a decision in this house and it's final. You know, it has to be mutual. And yeah, that's why I hope I've answered your question in saying that respect and love is where submission stems from. And bear in mind that as long as it is coming from, you know, a place of not being forced, a place of love, not a place of, you know, hold your neck, or you have to, or you're doing it against your will, or duress, then I mean, do you, boo-boo. It's different strokes for different folks. Yeah, that's it. Please, you guys should put down your comments below, and if there's any other video you'd like to see from me, let me know in the description box below, and I'll be glad to do that. You guys, thank you so much. Please subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hey pretty baby, am I in your way? Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want.